So, the Switch 2. I know I'm a little late to this, but when the Switch 2 was initially shown, I didn't really have anything to say about it. I was just like, yep, that's pretty much what I expected, a bigger, stronger Switch. But apparently, some people were disappointed by this. I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, this is what PlayStation does all the time, just says PlayStation and moves on to the next number in line, like PS4, PS5, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what people were expecting. Now, if they had called this something different, like, I don't know, the Nintendo Shuffle or whatever, then yes, I can see why people would be upset, but that's not what they did. They called it the Switch 2. So what were you expecting? Did the leaks show something different? I never looked at any of the leaks. Did they show something else? I don't know. Don't care, because I don't listen to leaks or rumors or whatever. I wait until the thing is actually revealed. And what we saw, not much, But then again, what else is there to say? Really. We know we're getting a new Mario Kart. That looked really cool. There's a rumor going around saying that maybe the Joy-Cons could be used like a mouse on a computer, but that has not been confirmed yet, so I don't know if that's true. We're getting a whole direct, so we'll see what's going on. And some people are disappointed that there's no like big gimmick, but it's like, well, it's a Switch. The gimmick is that you can switch, go from handheld to docked and play on the TV. That is the gimmick. What were you expecting? Again, I don't know what people were expecting. I know Nintendo kind of backed themselves into a corner a little bit for being known as the gimmick company, but it doesn't always work. Like I'm sure Nintendo still remembers the Wii U. They wrote off the success of the Wii and completely destroyed it. So they probably didn't want to do the same thing again. Why put pointless gimmicks to something that already works, Like I said, they're known for innovation, but that innovation is a double-edged sword. You could get something like the Wii or the Switch, or you could get something like the Virtual Boy or the Wii U. So, again, why take the risk? The Switch is one of the most popular, most successful consoles ever made. Why mess with that? Just fix the one thing that a lot of people were complaining about, and that it's not very powerful. Now it's going to be more powerful. Sure, not as powerful as a PS5, but come on, it's Nintendo. They're not all about being the most powerful system ever. They work with what they got. So, yeah, I don't really have a huge... Until we get more information, I don't really have a huge opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of rumors going around about the price. We'll have to wait about that. Now, another thing that's kind of interesting is that it's like some people are like, do we need this? Like some people are calling it like the PS5 Pro, which by the way, it's not that. It's actually a new console. It's not like the PS5 Pro, which is just here to enhance some games. The Switch 2 is actually going to have exclusive games because it's meant to be the next console. So it is going to have at least exclusive games, whereas the PS5's Pro, as far as I know, does not have any exclusive games or anything. So that's why people are making fun of it, because it's like, well, what's the point? At least with the Switch 2, there's going to be Switch 2 exclusive games. But it's like, how successful is it going to be? And it's like, yeah, they're going to need a pretty good Switch 2 exclusive games at launch or pretty soon, because so many people have a Switch, and you're not going to convince them to go up if they can play Switch 2 games on their Switch. It's going to need some really good exclusive stuff, which it will get eventually, sure, but for the first year it might be a little bit slow. You're going to get the people who always get it right away. But as far as matching the Switch success, it's going to maybe be a bit of a slow burn. Once more and more exclusive stuff start coming out for it, then more and more people will buy it. Because, people were buying the Switch up until, even last Christmas and stuff, so even though the rumor was that we're getting a new one soon, people were still buying it because, I guess they wanted it, whatever. And for me personally, it's like, I have a Steam Deck now, so it's like, ever since I got my Steam Deck, I haven't really bought any games for the Switch, except for Nintendo exclusive stuff, like, Echoes of Wisdom and stuff like that. And that's why I'm going to get a Switch too. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get it at launch. We'll have to wait about that, lineup, and if there's any exclusives for it, like I said. But I really only get Nintendo consoles for Nintendo games. Like, everything else I use my Steam Deck for. It runs games better, the games look better, they play better, but it doesn't have Mario, it doesn't have Zelda, at least not officially. It doesn't have Pokemon and all that other stuff. So that's the main reason me and probably a lot of other people get Nintendo consoles. That's really what you're there for if you're not there for the gimmicks. I personally am not a huge fan of the gimmicks that Nintendo did. Like with the Wii, I didn't play the Wii very much outside of like Switch Sports. No, sorry, not Switch Sports. Wii Sports. And you know, yeah, I really didn't. I just didn't play the Wii. I didn't like the Wii very much. I'm sorry. It's not like it didn't have good games, but I don't like motion controls. And then the Wii U, that completely bombed. Wasn't a fan of that. And even the Switch's gimmick of being able to switch from handheld to docked, I never play docked. I always play handheld, except for games that need it, like Switch Sports. You know, you have to play that docked, or at the very least, not in handheld, because you need the Joy-Cons to move stuff around. But yeah, so I'm not really just a big fan of gimmicks. You know, just give me the console, give me the game, let me play it, you know? That's why I play, you know, my PS5 and my Steam Deck a lot more than a lot of stuff Nintendo's been releasing recently, though I did play a ton on the Switch. But that's, again, because of the Nintendo franchises, you know, Animal Crossing, you know, Mario and Zelda. They had some great games on the Switch. So, as long as they keep that up, I think that's all that matters. Because that's what I'm going to be getting it for, is Nintendo exclusive stuff. But what do you guys think? I know a lot of people are disappointed. I don't know why. You know, again, what did you expect? I'll tell you what, I've always said this. Hype is the worst thing to happen to this world. You know, there's always so much unchecked hype. And the rumor mills and all this other stuff just doesn't help things. People's just minds go crazy. This is why I never engage in rumors or get too hyped for a lot of stuff until I actually have a reason to be hyped. Like, yeah, I'm excited for more Nintendo games and stuff like that, but it's like, until I actually see it, you know, I'm not going to get too hyped. Let's not get our expectations going crazy. But anyway, what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.